Hello everybody, how's it going? Today we'll have problem number 37. Problem number 7 is about to write a program to read a number of hours. So when the user insert the numbers, for example 365, this number will take it as a number of hours and convert this number of hours, convert them to the number of weeks and days. So if the user inserts 365 hours, as we said, the output should be 2.1 weeks and 15.2 days. So now let's go to Visual Studio to convert these requirements into code. Alright, this is our solution of problem number 37. It's to read numbers of hours and convert them to number of weeks and days. First, let's do run to this program to understand it better. Perfect. Once it is run, the combined display for us this question. Please insert the number of hours. Let's say it's 365 as on the slides. The total of numbers, the combined print for me, the total of numbers are 365. It's correct. I just insert now. Total numbers of weeks are 2.1. Perfect. Like on the slides, the numbers of days are 15 days.2. So how we solve this problem, how we build it like this? Let's start from the main function. First thing, we have this generic function, read positive numbers. You already know it with the is parameters, question, everything. Okay, and now let's open the main function. Don't panic. It's small and stupid code. First, we define float data type, number of hours equal read positive numbers, and we customize this question this time according to this program. Please insert the number of hours. Actually, all this line of code, it's same like the previous and the previous and the previous problems. I just changed the name of the variable. It was total pill. I make it number of pills. And the question, I changed it from please insert the total bill. I make it please insert the numbers of hours according to this solution of this problem. Okay, according to this problem. And after that, I define another two floats, data type, and I give each one a different variables. The first one, number of weeks, and the second one, number of days. The number of weeks, it's called this function, numbers hours to number of weeks, and name it like this. It takes number of hours, so it converts for me numbers of hours to numbers of weeks. And the second one, it's called this function, numbers of hours to numbers of days. Same, just different between the first function and second function, the last word, weeks and days. And both of them take number of hours because we need the number of hours that the user inserts through the console screen. We want this number of the hours, and according or through that number, we can convert it, or we can get the number of weeks and number of days. And in the end here, we just say cout less than total numbers of hours are equal number of hours, because it will be stored inside the number of hours when the user inserts through the console screen by using this generic function with positive numbers. And another string total number of weeks are we call numbers of weeks variable that we declared here in the main function. This value comes from number hours to number of weeks. Let's open it. This one, it just say return numbers of hours divided 24 divided 7. This math, it will give us the number of weeks. Okay, and the last line of code, cout less than total numbers of days are we call this variable name numbers of days, because number of days, its value come from numbers hours to numbers days function. Let's open it. It's here. All of them, they take numbers of hours, which is the number that the user inserted to the screen that we get it from the read positive numbers. Okay, so the last function, number hours to number days, we will say inside it just return number of hours divide 24. So this math, it will give us, or it will let us get or convert the number of hours to number of days, or get the number of days. And now you ask yourself a question. I don't know the math of how to convert hours or number of hours to weeks, or number of hours to days, or hours to anything. This is not important. It's not a big deal. Don't make yourself sad. Don't be frustrated, or don't make yourself down, because even me, before I give you this solution of this lesson, before I write the code, I will forget totally how to convert the number of hours to number of days, or number of hours to number of weeks. So I went to Google. I write in the search of the Google, I want to know how to convert number of hours to days and weeks. Google give me a lot of solutions. I take some of them and apply them, or convert them to the code, because you should understand, you as a developer, you shouldn't know all the math in the world, or you shouldn't know everything in the world. You are just a developer. Your goal to take anything, to take the requirements, the ideas of the clients, of the customer, or your boss in the company, or whoever asks you to build a program or create a program. Your goal is to take this requirement from the clients or customers, as I said, to convert it into code. This is your goals. Your goals not to understand all the math in the world, or how the bank system works, or how this company finance system work, or how. No, this is not your main goal. You as a developer, to be a good developer, you have to be able to convert any requirements into code or into algorithm and apply it in your code, okay, to create a program to the client or the customer. For that, before we write the code directly, the code is the last point in all this process, all this life cycle of the developers or the program itself. The code is the last thing. For that, in the beginning, we sit with the client or the customer, we ask them a lot of questions. What kind of feature you want, what kind of program, and we go to build the code. And after that, also we have something called testing. And after testing, we send it to the client, and the client said, yeah, it's close what I want, but you understand me here wrong in this feature and this requirement, please modify it. So you get back to your code to modify it. For that, we have to use function procedure, because if you put all your code in the main function, when you get back, when the client told you please modify this point and you get back, you will find your code spaghetti and you don't know from where to start or how to modify it. You have to let for each input, output, or matter, process, or logic a specific function and a procedure to do separation, okay? Like now, this math, it's stupid. Numbers of hours divided 24 divided 7, and the second one, numbers of hours divided 24. So it's simple math and stupid math, but I separate them in a different or a specific function for each math and logic. Why? Because if I want to optimize this code in the future, according to the clients or according to me or according to anybody, I will just get back to the specific function that belongs to the specific requirements of feature that the client and the user want to modify it. So your goal, not to understand everything in the world to convert it to the code. No, your goal that you be able to understand the requirements very good, even if you don't know this field. Like if somebody can told you, yeah, it's better that you understand the bank system to build the best bank system program, for example, or finance or these things. But with the time, you will learn a lot of things, and you could sit with the people or take small courses, or they explain to you what they mean exactly. And your goal and your main goal when you're learning to be a good developer, that you be able to convert any requirements and ideas into code. That's your main goal, that you can write algorithms, solve the problems that you will face it, and also convert the requirements of the normal ideas of the people, they dream about it, into code. Because there is a lot of people, they have a great idea, but they don't know how to write code. For that, there is now a new application called Lovable or something like this. It's helped the people to convert their ideas to the code without write code or something like this. Still didn't check it, but they say it's good. But in the end, you have to, if you want to be a developer, you have to study with us and solve a lot of problems, write a lot of algorithms, and understand the concepts of programming. And we have also that structure, and also you have database. And if you want a web or mobile or desktop, it has different pathway. So if you're not an amateur and you take it seriously and you want to be a really good developer, you have to study with us in this roadmap. So that was the problem of today, problem number 37. See you next problem. See you next lesson. Ciao.